if I ask you anything you don't want to answer, just be like, I don't want to answer that, or just, you know what I'm saying? Just let me know.
For sure.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Today, we got the one, the only, Mr. Sauce, Mr. Swag. Nah, for real though, bro. Like, we got a creative icon, a photographer, owner of his own brand, fashion brand coming up. We got Cody J.
That's a whole introduction, brother.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. It's good to see you, man.
Always good to see you, brother. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. A good little minute, man. Just a backstory for y'all, man. Like, this my bro right here, man. We've been rocking since 2014.
Yeah.
Back when this was the session, this was the first person to be on the session,
That's
like the very first episode, man.
That's
Actually, I'm gonna roll a clip for you right now.
It's not gonna be on camera, is it?
What's not gonna be on camera?
It is. You rolling up spot?
No.
Oh, okay.
What you working on, bro?
What you mean?
What you working on, bro?
Are you recording this?
Yes. I'm finna stop and delete that and start it over.
Wow. I remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. First episode.
I remember that.
Yeah, man. You wasn't even thinking about that.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Full circle moment.
That's all this is, just a run back of the session, man. Just trying to do it the right way in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, that's a fact. That's real.
Yeah, man. So what's up, bro? What you been up to? What's going on with you?
Man, a lot but a little, you know. Just been staying down, stacking days, pretty much. Trying to come back out, you know, with my clothing brand. Really, it's more than a clothing brand. It's like I'll say like a creative brand, cause
like a lifestyle brand.
For sure, cause it's like I don't want to be boxed into just making clothes. You know what I'm saying? Cause I plan on like doing some short films. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, the photography, stuff like that. So just more than just the clothes. You know what I'm saying? It's just
bigger than clothes.
Exactly. Like the whole media aspect, right? You know what I'm saying? Just trying to do it in every way, pretty much. But
I feel that.
For sure.
That's kind of the same thing I'm on with Green Cap, man. Really just trying to make the goal is to turn to production, just all around production, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, short films, movies, clothes. One day I'm just trying to get all the way down to where I'm producing fruit, like you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And like I mean literal fruit. Like I want to I want to produce the fruit, you know, in the spiritual sense. But like I want to have my own line of like oranges and bananas and you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's lit though. That's lit though.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, you know, that ain't really my cup of tea, but you know what I'm saying? That's lit though.
I feel you.
I'm over that organic, very organic.
Yeah. Trying to change the world literally. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at that.
But look, the reason I really wanted you to come here is because one, bro, like, you know, you my bro, you know, I've been rocking with everything you're doing since day one, but also because I believe in your brand and I believe in you. I like what you got going on. I really like the message behind the brand. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you could just give us a little more insight on like what made you start with Prosperity and what made you go with that theme. You know what I'm saying?
Prosperity really started, bro, like 2016, like back in Valdosta. For real. Like, but at that point it was just a thought. It wasn't like I didn't know what I was gonna do with it. But you know how like when you just like the name just kept popping up. Like it just kept popping up in my life for some reason, and I'm just like, what is this? And I feel like when God trying to tell you something, like it pops up, you know what I'm saying? It keeps popping up until you take heed of what he trying to, you know what I'm saying, show you. So like 2016, just had the name, and really, bro, really just been building it up until this point, to be honest with you, because like I said, I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. Like I said, I really started out like as a photographer, like that's what I do. Like I never thought about doing clothes for real, but going back to what I said earlier, like as I've grown, I just starting to realize like I'm more than just a photographer or this or that. Like you're creative, like it's an art, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want to box yourself into certain things. So I think that's really the biggest thing for the brand too. And then just with Prosperity, it's just like being rich, because like when people think of prosperity, it's automatically money, right? And granted, we do want to get the money for for sure. But it's also being rich in like your mind, you know, emotionally, spiritually, like in all facets of your life. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about the bread. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like once you take care of those things, like the bread always come. Like if you a hustler, or if you just a person that wakes up and wants more, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. So I feel like if you take care of the basics, I guess you could say, like the bread and all the other stuff will come. So that's really the whole thing behind the prosperity brand and why like I'm really behind it. Cause I mean it's really a lifestyle for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really what I'm preaching or what I'm putting out is not a facade or anything like that. It's something that I really genuinely like feel. You know, and it's really a real thing for myself. And I think that's why it's, I guess, relatable to a lot of people too. Because I mean, whether you rich, poor, black, white, whatever, we all go through struggles, no matter what, bro. So it's like prosperity, just being rich, just knowing that it's more. You know what I'm saying? It's more than what you see. It's more than what you can really think of. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thought process behind it, bro. And that's why like I push it so hard for sure.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Because it got to start with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I 100% agree with everything you just said.
Yeah, bro.
I think for me, it's kind of funny because I'm very on the similar path of what you're saying right now, man. Sure. Like the whole idea behind Green Cap and the brand was just to establish wealth and to think green. But like when it comes to wealth, you know, like health is wealth. You know, like it's so much more to wealth than just money. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely I fool with that. I fool with that.
Nah, that's lit, bro. I like your campaign too though, like that, and I feel like that's why like-minded people align with each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you never know, like, when you meet people, like, when you gonna run back into them and, like, what's the paths gonna cross and things like that. So it's just cool, like, seeing you now, you know what I'm saying, what you doing, what you getting back on, you know what I'm saying, what you pushing now. Just knowing you from, like you said, 2014 to, bro, it's 2025.
Over 10 years ago.
That's crazy. Yeah. But, you know, I like what I see, for sure,
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I'm trying, bro, because when you talk about, you know, how it used to be, you know, like it used to be real different, real different.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So now it's like it's just all about like trying to and you know trying to grow,
right?
Trying to be better than what we was before,
right?
So like now it's like I mean I know you seen my daughter out there. You know we just had another baby, so she in there asleep.
Congratulations
like,
on that too, bro.
Appreciate it, man. So at this point it's like it's bigger than just me now. Now my goal is to kind of establish something to where I can be like I can give them the option, you know, like hey if you want to grow up and you want to get a job, you want to go to school, or if you want to do what I'm doing, you know, take over this, you know, I always want it to be like an option for them to just like, you know, to do something else with their life that's not like inside the box.
For sure.
Cause like what you was finna say?
No. I was just about to say I agree. I mean, I don't have any kids, anything like that, but you know, I feel like that's the whole purpose of you know doing anything. Like you always want to be able to give somebody less fortunate or just somebody, you know, that maybe not in the same situation as you, an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, that they probably wouldn't never had, you know what I'm saying, but you're able to give them that opportunity. So I relate in that sense. I mean, like I said, I don't have kids, but just, you know, right. But, you know, just being able to give kids that opportunity because, you know, eventually once this blossoms into, you know, what I wanted to blossom into.
Yeah.
I plan on like going back to like where I'm from, Warner Robins. I mean, it's
where
not.
It all started.
Yeah, for sure. It's not like a lot of opportunities or a lot of people doing things that I like to do as far as like photography and like videography and just stuff like that. And like I feel like once, like I said, it blossoms into what I wanted to blossom into, I'll be able to give back. You know what I'm saying? And give kids the opportunity to, you know, if they want to act or if they want to do orchestra, stuff like that. Like stuff that's not really
popular
amongst
the black community,
exactly.
Yeah,
and it's kids that I run into now that I'm back home. I run into now that they like doing stuff like that, but there's no platform for them to do, you know, things like that. So that's definitely something that I want to do. And I mean, I can start doing it now, but it's just like, you know, when you have that money, it's
different when you can fund it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's definitely a big initiative of mine that I want to do for sure.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I feel that. It's different when you got that money to put behind
For
something.
sure.
Because it's like you can come up with ideas all day. It's easy to come up with an idea, but
It is.
you need somebody to back that thing.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
what. Yeah.
And just a support too, because you
Yeah.
know, like what you might be on, everybody might not be on. You know what I'm saying? So just finding that right support system around you to do things like that, I think is very important. And just like with anything, you know, having a good team around you is always a plus for sure.
I feel that. I feel that. So let me ask you this, just to kind of build off of what you said. What made you take the entrepreneurial route about it? Like, so you could have easily just been like, hey, like, I got this idea, like, let me hop on with somebody else, like, cause it's where we came from, like Valdosta State. I'd say it's a lot of people doing similar things, you know, and they might not have the same goal or the same motive, but it's easy to be like, oh, let me just hop on somebody else's brand, get them the idea, and let them roll with it. Like, how has that been starting it for yourself on the entrepreneur side?
It's been tough. It's been tough just because. Well, I wouldn't say tough. Just because I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know people that may have similar, you know, thought process, or maybe doing the same type of thing you doing, but they're never gonna do it exactly like you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I don't mind like collaborating and because I mean it's enough for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, and then too, it's just about a thing about having your own too. You know, like having your own, saying that no, this is my brand. I built this. I put the work in. You know, woody, like it's a different type of flex. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that I had this from here and I built it to here. You know what I'm saying? And of course you're gonna have help along the way, like doing that. But you know, at the end of the day, it was 99% your thought process, your ideas, your whatever you wanted to do. You know that's what you did. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me, I just it just came natural too. Like it just came natural. Like I just started going. And then it's just like once it started, it's like a snowball effect. Once it starts rolling, like I was just in it. I was just in it, and so I wasn't even thinking about like collaborating or like reaching out. You know, like and it's not on some. It's
like
just,
I don't mess with y'all.
Yeah, because it's never that. It's never that. Never.
You just kind of want to do it for yourself.
Exactly.
I feel
exactly.
that.
And like I said, it's just. I mean, we here and. Hopefully, you know, we keep going.
Yeah.
For
I mean, on the route you taking right now, I mean, I can see it, bro. Like, especially with it's what you got on right now. I seen you posted that, and when I seen it, I was like, take my money, bro. Like, this is it right there, bro. And I like what you had before. You know what I'm saying? I like everything you got. For sure. But and it might just be coming from me, cause like you always, to me, you done always been like that fashion kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So like when some people come out with a brand. Like myself, when I first started going Ghost, like I wasn't supposed to be a brand, you know. It was just supposed to be like just a shirt that I wanted to make, and I needed 12 of them to make that shirt. So I just asked people and whatnot. But you know me, bro, I ain't never been no fashion guru kinda nothing like that. Yeah. So that's kind of where I took the turn, was just like, okay, for me, I know that I'm not really that fashion kind of guy. I like making my own clothes, but I'm not no kind of fashion statement or nothing like that.
And I ain't gonna lie, just a little tidbit. That was lit when you was like making your own clothes, putting it together.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I was rocking with that for sure.
I still do to this day. Like I still make my own clothes when I, you know what I'm saying, go out, go stuff. Like what I wear is what I make, but I make it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, that's lit though.
But like just all together, it's not really my thing. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody like you. When I see somebody like you come along making a brand, in my head, and I'm pretty sure other people, they're like, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because some people, it don't make sense. Like, they come out with a brand, they're like, oh, I want to make clothes, and it's like, you not really the fashion person that we, you know? Yeah.
And I think for me, I mean, I think that was it was the smooth transition, you know, because, I mean, to a certain extent, I'm making things that I like, you know what I'm saying? And I do think I have a good sense of fashion, you know what I'm saying?
You do.
I think I do. So it's like when I see things or like when I think things look good on me, I'm like, I feel like this will look, you know, like this will look good. So, and I mean, and that's literally where it starts. Like, it's always like, what could I see myself wearing? You know what I'm saying? Like, and how would I wear it? You know, and then granted, when people get the clothes, like, they're gonna wear it how they wear it, and I want them to. Like, that's the whole point of it. But like when I'm starting, I'm like, okay, this smooth, like this something I could wear, like this something I could pull off. Yeah. And it's like I kind of feel good about it because I know like when I'm out, like the type of response I get for the things that I'm wearing, just me personally. So I'm like, if they like it, you know what I'm saying? It's like okay, I feel like I can do this, and that's really where the confidence, comes from, as far as like just knowing that I could do it, because it's intimidating, to be completely honest with you. Like, it's intimidating, bro. Yeah. Because it's like, dang, what if they don't like my stuff? You know what I'm saying? But what I've learned, just trial and error, just going along with it, just like, they might not like everything, but they gonna like some.
It don't even matter, bro. Like,
it don't even matter. It don't matter.
You know what I say? Fuck them. It don't matter, bro. For sure. Because you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you, bro.
Right. But at the end of the day, you do want to make things that people love as well, too. Yeah. Like, I know I'm making it for myself because, like I said, I mean, that's where it starts from. But I do want to make sure I'm putting out things that, people like, too, though. So it's not about them, per se, but it is, though. Because, like I said, I do want people to, enjoy what they putting on, too, though.
I understand that wholeheartedly. But sure. I think in today's time, we live in a time where people, they gon' like what is... Okay, I'm going to put it the way my mama said. Some people can wear polka dots and stripes. Some people can't.
For sure.
But it's not about what you wearing, it's how you wearing it. So if you come out here and you got something that right now I could be like, I don't like that. Right. But then I see somebody else put it on. I see, for example, I see Gunna put it on, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, I like that. I want that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Because nowadays, bro, when you got a product, you're not really selling the product. You're selling you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're selling the lifestyle for sure.
Exactly. Because if you came in here talking about prosperity, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm about. Right. But then, like, your lifestyle, your personality don't match that. I'm not gonna see no value behind the brand. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So it's like it's really more so about, and that's why I just take it back to say, like, do what you like because you are the brand. Right. You are the mascot. You know what I'm saying? So.
And I mean that's always gonna be a thing. I'm always gonna do me. But I get what you're saying. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
Yeah, bro.
Good spiel.
So let me ask you, now that you are, you in it and you got the ball rolling, what's some things that you realize might be a challenge for you?
Everything. For me right now, anyway, it's just me. You know, so just making sure like I'm posting enough. I'm making sure I got my website. It's just everything, and it's just all on me right now. So I mean, I would say everything is tough, but I understand like when you starting something, like that's just what that's how it comes. Like that's just what it is. So I mean, like I said, everything is tough, but everything is manageable too. Yeah. And I feel like and two, so I had like my first launch, I guess you could say, like 2 years ago. I think like that was 2020 maybe, or like I think 2020 when I came out with the 444 shirts. And that was an eye-opening moment because that was my first time ever selling stuff, and it's like I thought I did it right, but I didn't do it right. You know what I'm saying?
You mean? What was
so the problem? A lot of things was like,
tell us, because there's a lot of people out here who need to hear this same thing because they think it's just them. They think that
it's different. And then making sure, so like even going through Shopify, like that was my first thing that I was using. And Shopify is cool for sure. It's cool, but it's just like you got to pay attention to certain things, like how much money they taking out, like how they print the shipping labels, things like that. And it's little things that you don't even know, and I try to do my due diligence before jumping into it, like watching YouTube videos, YouTube University, you can always learn something off there. And it's like I learned some stuff, but you still never know until you win it. Yeah, you don't. You never know until you win it. So it's a lot of things, but like I said, everything is manageable though. Everything is manageable. And I think this time around, I did ask for a little help, just about how certain people do their processes, things like that, what they use. So definitely reaching out to people because, like I said, this is my idea, but I know to get it to where I want it to be, I can't do it alone. So, I have to reach out to people that's done it, you know what I'm saying, the people that have the knowledge about it. So yeah, I did that, and so I took that into consideration. So definitely this time around is definitely different for sure.
I'm gonna come back to what you just said about basically using your resources. Okay. But I want to go back real quick. Okay. So like, tell me, expand on that. On what were some of the things that went wrong with your first drop? Like, what were some of the things specific, like that you feel that you could have done better, or that just didn't go the way that you thought it was gonna go?
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing for me, that I dropped the ball on was customer service. Mm-hmm. But it's hard because it's like, it's hard because it's like you want everything to be perfect, right? And you're trying to listen to what people are saying and the complaints. Because, I mean, certain people didn't get, packages on time, things like that. And it's just like trying to control all of that, what I'm saying, all at one time, and it's just you and you trying to respond to emails, and if people didn't get their stuff, making sure they getting their refunds, like it was just a lot. So I would say definitely the biggest thing is, well, for me, was the customer service aspect, just making sure that, because I mean you have to take that into consideration, like that has to be kind of at the forefront of what you're doing, because I mean with no customers, I mean you ain't got nothing, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I think that's probably the biggest thing that I had to kind of reevaluate and take some notes on to figure out how to make sure that's a smooth process. Even though you're still gonna be learning, you know what I'm saying? It's still not gonna be perfect, but I think it'll be better than before for sure.
I agree with that, bro. Like I know with me, like I said before, when I first started, it was just like selling shirts. Like it wasn't really a business or a brand. It was just selling shirts. Right. It was easy. Like, and I think it's always easier, at least for me in my experience in college, because you already have a circle. Yeah, you already got a support group. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's easy to be like, okay, I got these shirts. Like you can put in footwork. You can go around asking folks, and like y'all all live within the same 2 miles. Facts. So I ain't gotta ship nothing. I can go pull it up to you. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. That's a fact. But then when it comes to like that shipping and like getting it out there, packaging, some type of message or something in the packaging, stuff like that. That's when it starts to get a little harder.
Yeah, and another thing I'll say too, that especially for what I have coming up, getting in contact with like suppliers and stuff like that, and the delivery process as well, because I reached out to somebody did these sweatshirts over in Pakistan, and I mean that's what they at, just being honest, but it's just getting from over there to over here, bro. So initially it was supposed to take like 2 weeks, it ended up taking like 5. You know what I'm saying?
That's still not bad though.
It's not bad, but it's just like I was on the schedule, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I had these dates, I had things planned out. So it's like that's putting the inconvenience on kind of the motion. So I think what I would say is definitely for anybody that's dealing with somebody like from overseas and you on like a time limit, try to do everything as like early as possible. Because I think too, that's the thing that I've learned and I'm still working on now is like doing the work early. Yeah. Making sure all the preparation and everything is just mapped out beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Because trying to do it and beforehand is more than a month or two. Like
you want to be like super.
Yeah, bro. Bad. Because it's just like I tried to do like, okay, I'm gonna plan for a month or two. I'm gonna plan for like maybe 3 months, but it's like, the way life going, bro, life go by fast. Things happen in your day. Months. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Things happen in your day that might push you off your square for a little minute. Yeah. So it's like, I'm like, okay, so now I got to do 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I gotta plan a little bit further, just so these little hiccups that may pop up, during the week, during the day, whatever. Like I'm prepared for them, and I think that's the biggest thing, just the preparation for sure.
Yeah, I feel that. That seems to be a lot of people's problem because a lot of things. A lot of people think they can just like pop up and do it, and I'm people like I really do feel like I can just pop up and do it.
But to be fair though, sometimes it works.
Sometimes it does, but it depends on what you. To me, it depends on what you're trying to do.
That's fair too. That's fair.
So too. I think that it's safe to say that you prefer the everything up front method versus the like pre-order method kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm like a 50-50.
Yeah,
I'm like a 50-50 because I don't see anything wrong with the pre-order. I mean, I did pre-orders for these.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't see anything wrong with the pre-order method, and I think for me, and maybe this will help somebody starting out. I think for me, going into it, I didn't want my overhead to be too crazy, because I mean, I kind of got a name, but I kind of don't. So it's like I don't know if this is gonna sell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm gonna make my money back. So
be like that.
Yeah. So it's like I wanted to invest for sure in my dreams and what I want to do, and I did. But it's like I didn't want to go too crazy, and it's like, nah, I got this stuff I can't sell. I don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe it's taken from something else. You just never know. So it's like I just plan to where I can have this right here, but my overhead is still not here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still level. So even if I don't sell this amount of sweatsuits, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not really gonna hurt me for real.
I feel you.
So I think that's the big thing. So like I said, I'm 50-50 on it. Like I don't have an issue with the pre-order, but I definitely, if you can, try to have as much on hand as possible for sure. From what I'm learning.
Yeah, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
The challenges along with being solo, bro. Yeah, man. Sometimes it's hard when you out here solo, but when you got some support, bro, everything kind of just start to roll together.
No, for sure. That's a fact.
So just speaking on that, bro, as far as solo, you seeing anybody, bro? What you got going on in your love life these days?
Nah, bro, I'm single though. I'm single. Yeah. I am. I mean, to be honest with you, bro, I really ain't trying to,
Yeah.
That ain't really what I'm trying to do right now.
I feel you. Some girl out there watching this right now is like, oh, so you single?
Nah, it's not that type of party. I promise you, it's not.
I feel you.
Yeah, I just feel like, not saying I'm not open to it, but
yeah,
whenever that's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen.
I feel that. You never really know.
Yeah.
It kind of just happens.
And like right now, bro, I'm kind of like I'm focused. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
If somebody come along that can kind of, I guess, fit into that picture, I guess, then
that aligns with the goals that you are.
Right. Yeah. I mean, maybe we can make something work, but I mean, I ain't.
No, I feel that.
I'm cool on it. I'm cool on it. But I'm open though.
I was just gonna ask that. Like, are you like open? Like, you like you
I'm
like
open.
dating kind of thing? Like, kind of like going around, or you just like really like that's not even like if a girl walked up to you right now, that's your type. You gonna be like, nah, I'm working on myself.
I'm always working on myself.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It depends on the vibe. It depends on what happens. But I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not in a rush either. So like, even if I do, if somebody walk up to me and I do kind of try to take them serious, I guess, like, if it's not for me, like, I'm not gonna force it,
I feel that.
If we not rocking, then we just not rocking, and you keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It's never. As I've gotten older, bro, like it's cool. Like, it's no hard feelings. If you don't like me, or I don't like you, or our lives just don't fit well together, like, whatever. Like, it's cool. You keep it moving. So yeah.
I feel that. It ain't no rush, man. It ain't no rush.
Nah. Even though, you know what I'm saying, getting up there.
Yeah, you changing diapers in your 30s.
Nah, that's gonna be crazy.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing at all. But that's something I think about though. I'm not gonna lie. That would be the only thing that made me be like, man, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't want to put myself in a situation just because of age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That takes us back to what we were talking about before about rushing.
Yeah. Like,
want to rush.
It just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. So nah, I wouldn't do nothing like that. But
I feel you. It's just my job to pressure folks about it, because I'm already got two. My kids ain't gonna have nobody to play with if y'all keep on not having kids.
That's a fact. Nah. We gonna get it together eventually though, in God's timing. For sure.
No, I feel that. So what you got going? What you got on right now?
So this is the Prosperity jumpsuit. I mean, you can only see the hoodie right now. But, so I got the green one on right now, but I got a red one as well.
Okay.
May do some more colorways, but it's starting to kind of warm up too. So and I already got kind of like what I'm doing for the spring as well. So
you ahead of schedule.
For sure. I mean, that's what we talked about. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talked about. But so I kind of already know what I want to do for that. So I may or may not drop another colorway. If I do, it'll probably just be one. Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I know you ain't asking me,
right.
But if you was asking me, I would like to see, just in case you was. I think that would look real good with the same thing, but like flip it to where like the sweatshirt itself is a different color, and then the prosperity is like white or something, so you can have a like. You can do a whole nother drop of like colors and like orange, red, green, blue, and then the prosperity is white.
Nah, that's lit. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. That's something to think about.
Is your main colors? Is it green? Like that's the
no. I don't have
green and red.
Yeah, I don't really have a main color, but it's so ironic. I do use green and red a lot in my colors, but I mean, so I guess you could say those are my main colors. But
that's what I was thinking.
It's really not my like whole thought process when I'm doing it. It's just like the colors that just pop to me.
Yeah, I feel that.
But nah, don't get prosperity and green and red married together. They not, you know.
I mean, I just say that because I'm green. You know, everything green.
Hey,
so it's like,
and I do use those colors a lot. So I understand it, but nah, it's not that.
Yeah,
it's not that. Yeah.
I feel that. Man, I'm excited to see what you got, bro. Because like I said, some folks be coming out with stuff and it just be ugly.
Yeah.
And it just don't be good. And sometimes it be like that. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta have a couple ugly drops before you get to the good one. Because you gotta know what people like you said earlier.
For sure, that's a fact. And I mean, with everything, bro, it's growth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, just like with anything, like my first picture that I took don't look nothing like, you know, what I took now. Like my first design don't look nothing like what I, you know, so it's just, and that's how it's supposed to be, just with anything. And that comes back to just the name prosperity, just that growth mindset, you know what I'm saying? Just wanting more in all aspects of your life, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you stand stagnant, like what are we gaining here? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's always about elevation, always about moving forward. And it's always about being peaceful, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Peaceful when you do it. Peaceful when you do it.
Peaceful because the peaceful leads to prosperity.
Exactly. See, brother, you picking up what I'm putting down.
I'm picking it up, bro. I'm picking it up, bro. For real.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's a fact.
Are you doing as far as like the marketing for it goes? Like the last post you had when you was marketing this sweatshirt. Are you doing the pictures and stuff? Like how we just talking about the photography?
No. So my boy, Remarkable Media.
Okay.
He here with me today. But my boy Tones.
Shout out Remarkable Media.
Yeah, shout out Remarkable
one of the greatest
Media,
in the game, right?
The GOAT. But nah, that's my guy, man. Like we've been rocking for a while.
Yeah, it's about 2016, 2015.
For a while. Yeah, so we've been locked in, and so like anytime I need him, like he there for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's my brother for life, bro. Like we got a lot of stuff though. A lot of stuff we done too. You know, like I said, we been rocking for a while. A while. So and it's beautiful to see him too though. Like to see where he took it. You know what I'm saying, from where we started. Cause I mean, we literally started at Valdosta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trapping out the dorm rooms. What was that first video we did, Thomas? That it was the probate, the capital probate.
Okay.
We was up all night editing that video, bro, and like that's really when we locked in, for real though. That's really when we locked in, cause we was just up like just working, bro.
Yeah.
And we was both kind of on the same wavelength, like bro, bro, we could, like, this is, you know, and we both learning together, too, though, because, like, he was a little bit more advanced than me, but, like, like, we was still, like, in it together, though. We was still learning it together, because, I mean, he ain't know a lot, I ain't know a lot, but it's just, like, we just figuring it out together, you know what I'm saying, and just, that's why I say just to see, like, where my boy took it, like, that shit just made me happy, bro, because I just know the work, and I just seen it, too, so it's just an amazing thing to see. But yeah,
I feel that, man.
Yeah, that's my boy.
I think for me, I done seen both of y'all I done seen where y'all both started. You know what I'm saying? Back when it was Cody Kodaks.
It's facts.
You know what I'm saying? You know, Remarkable Media, the name ain't changed. You know, but at the work has.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Over time.
That's a fact.
You know, y'all both definitely done taught me how to use a camera. You know, everything I know about, you know, videography, photography, stuff like that. And, you know, I even appreciate y'all for letting me hold the light sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know,
but
the trilogy could have been a good thing, y'all. It could have been a good thing.
You're right. But I will say this, too. Even just, like, Valdosta as a hub in general. Yeah. Like, I see a lot of my peers that either, you know, I graduated with or came before me. like just what they doing now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like Skrill, Husani, Chad, like just everybody still progressing, you know what I'm saying? And still keeping the main thing. And it's like just looking and seeing them, like how they move, like what they do, you know what I'm saying? How they handle business, just like, and how they took it, like where they took it to, you know what I'm saying? That shit is always inspiring. And that's why I love keeping like Tones around too, bro, because it's like, he showed me like, bro, like you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's possible because no matter the circumstances, what it looked like, what you done been through, stuff that had happened, bro, like everything is possible, bro.
Yeah.
And so like I said, that's why I like keeping him around, just like keeping in contact with, you know, the people that came from VSU. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro, VSU got a lot of people that's really, you know what I'm saying? Like
we really inspire the culture outside of VSU.
For sure.
It starts there, but you know, and I know a lot of it ends up in Atlanta. But
right.
For you to go to, you know, to such a lengths to be like, hey, like this is where I started, this is what I was doing, but now I'm doing this and that.
Right.
You go around Atlanta and I, you know, for me growing up in Atlanta, I go talk to people who ain't got nothing to do with Valdosta State, ain't never been there, but they know names from people that's where they came out of.
A fact.
So like for sure, it's like like it's crazy to see the growth. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to see the growth and the possibilities.
For sure. That's a fact. And even talking about like people like Troy too. Troy.
And I was just gonna say that people that came after us, the people that, you know what I'm saying?
Because I remember Troy, like he was hanging around with me and Tones. You know what I'm saying? Like just because he just wanted to learn. Mel too. Like he just wanted to learn, bro. And like that was just the beautiful part of all of it, bro. Like all of it was just genuine connections. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't never like, it wasn't never no beef. It wasn't never nothing. Like it was just all genuine. Like everybody just loved the same thing and just wanted to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the things that I love about Valdosta, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like just the community, just the people that I met at Valdosta. Like, and to keep and still have that same level of like relationship to a certain extent now, you know what I'm saying? It's still a beautiful thing for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I gotta just take a quick second to highlight MAG itself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where it all started. Everybody, that's where, if you ain't seen episode 1, go back and see episode 1 with Troy with the camera. If you ain't seen episode 2, go back and watch episode 2. It's a common denominator with all of these people that's coming up on this show, and it's MAG, bro. Like, we all had a safe space to be and grow in the talents that we were looking to be in and change. I went in MAG holding the camera. I left hosting. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
They had me rapping and stuff and, you know, doing all this other stuff that I really didn't have the confidence to do before then.
That's a fact.
So it really, you know, I really like the family that we all became, you know what I'm saying, being around each other and growing with each other.
Man, and like, speaking of MAG, like MAG gave me the confidence too. Because, like, initially, bro, when I went to VSU, I was a business major. Like, I wasn't even a mass media major. But then it's like, so like I always kind of had a eye for things. Like I was always creative. I just didn't know like where I was going to take it to. You know what I'm saying? But then I ended up picking up the camera. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of became my thing. And then like with MAG, like it just gave me the confidence. You know what I'm saying? To know like, okay, nah, like I'm really cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Because they gave me my first award. Like I won Photographer of the Year. That shit was crazy, bro. Because I'm like, damn, like me, like.
What year was that?
Bro, what year? I think it was
like
2019? Or 2018.
Okay.
2018, I think. I think it was 2018. But yeah, I was like, damn, like me, like that's crazy. But just like to be, you know, to be acknowledged by your peers, you know what I'm saying? To say like, nah, you the hardest this year. Like you did your thing. Like that was a very touching moment because too, up until that point, I ain't really have like the confidence for real, like into like knowing I wanted to do photography, you know, it was still just like a
hobby.
Yeah, and I'm just doing it. But then to get like that award and that validation, and you know, you never want to be validated by certain stuff like that. But it's just like that do make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because like, dang, like my peers see me and like they see like the work that I put in. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's a beautiful thing. So I definitely say MAG definitely produced a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because even all the people that we just mentioned, like they came through MAG at some point.
And they all doing big things now.
They all doing big things. So I think MAG was definitely a cool place to just be creative. You know what I'm saying? And to be around other creatives just as creative as you. You know what I'm saying?
If not more.
It's
and,
not
and
more.
to learn from them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then that's when you get like being able to do different things within the creative space. Because I did a rap video, you know what I'm saying, for Mag. You know what I'm saying? And I don't rap at all.
Remember that time you danced? You remember when you did the
But
dance?
that was tough though.
You remember you did? I'm gonna find a video of that.
Please,
and I'm gonna put it on here because I remember the time you danced.
Please find the video because that was tough. I won though, so it's
you did.
I mean, I was tough, but yeah, bro, just like being able to express yourself in different, creative aspects, bro. Like that was the beautiful part of Mag. You know what I'm saying? Definitely salute Mag. You know what I'm saying? Mag was salute VSU. Y'all was lit for that.
And you had your touch in videography too, bro. Like you remember you shot my music video. You shot my first music video in college, bro.
I did, bro, and
you shot the promo video for Breather too.
Yeah,
you did too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like video cool, but video was never really my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just something that I ain't gonna lie. This dude right here, Tone, was like seeing him do it. I was like, bro, I can do it too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And he was giving me all the pointers, like, and let me not forget, I gotta shout out Graham too.
Yeah,
I gotta shout out my boy Graham just because Graham, he
triple OG, bro.
Triple, double, like whatever you want to call him, bro. He's that.
He the GOAT.
He's that for sure.
Yeah.
He's that. So I definitely gotta shout out my boy Graham. He definitely helped me out a lot too. But yeah, bro, it's just like the videography wasn't really my thing for real. Like I never got comfortable with it.
Yeah, I feel that.
And so yeah. But photography, that's definitely where that's where I found my sweet spot for sure.
I feel that. Sure. I think for me, I just like the creativity of like videography.
For sure.
I like being able to be like make just make something and go back and just watch it.
Right.
You know, even if nobody else sees it, it's like this is good.
No, that's
you
a
know
fact.
What I'm saying?
That's
like,
a fact.
Yeah.
And I do that now, like videos that I shot before, like that I go back and like, damn, like I really was straight though. You know what I'm saying? Like this really was a good video. And even just like, and that's what I was saying, going back to short films, like just direct it more. Cause you remember we did with you and Mac when we did the Halloween thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, and that was just some that I just came up with like probably the day before. I hit Tones. He was like, let's do it. And you know what I'm saying? And y'all was like, all right, let's do it. Yeah. So it's just like little things like that. No, it wasn't you. I was about to say you didn't do my first trailer.
What was the first?
The Iran? You remember that, Tones? I don't think he was in that one.
I don't remember that.
No, that was Shania and Braylon, I think that's what it was. But anyways, though, just like just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just getting back into that type of bag. Yeah. That's really one of my biggest things. So
that's something that we can expect in the future is for you to be getting back into camera work.
For sure, 1,000%. Hopefully by the end of the year. I don't want to speak too much on it, but hopefully I have something by the end of the year. Like that's what I'm shooting for. Like I'm shooting for a short film, maybe like 15 minutes or so. But
that's good.
Yeah, but I don't want to say too much, but I'm definitely.
I feel you.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Leave them guessing.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm definitely looking forward to that. That's definitely something I'm getting back into for sure.
I feel that. And I hope you do, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's my mom always say if you don't use it, you lose it.
That's a fact.
You know?
That's a
so
fact.
I know I keep on saying what my mama said.
No, but mama spin facts though.
Yeah.
Mama spin facts. Mama knows what she's talking about.
Yeah. So that's why you want to, just keep it up. I've been trying to get back into it myself. Yeah. And just kind of I feel like especially with social media, you get to comparing and this and that, and I feel like a lot of stuff we just let fly by. We come up with these good ideas and we be like, nah, I don't want to do it because of what somebody else might think, or because it might not be as good as somebody else's. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, hey man, like you never know where to come from it. Even if don't nothing come from it, I just want to be able to say like I tried it. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I done started like. When I come up with an idea for a video, even like funny videos on Instagram, like some of them be stupid, but it's just like I just record it and I just be like, whatever, I'm just gonna put it out, you know.
And it's so crazy because just like those will be the ones that everybody like.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It be the stuff you be serious about that nobody care about.
Exactly, it's always like that. It's always like that. So and that's what goes back to what we were saying earlier too, bro. It's just like. Do it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know the outcome. Yeah. And I think the biggest thing that I learned, too, about having ideas and stuff like that is it's the hardest thing to, like, see something visually in your head.
Yeah, and bring it to life,
bring it out. You know what I'm saying? And and for it to be exactly how you want it.
Bro, yes.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's a tall task, but it's like you got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like that's what's gonna fulfill you. You know, at the end of the day, like trying to do what you dream. Like that's something that we all think about. Like what I'm seeing in my head, I want to see it in reality. Like I want to actually do it. And it's like that's a tall task. It is, but it's like when it comes to fruition, like it's so fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's something that I'm, currently living in. To be honest with, like I seen a lot of this stuff, but it's like it was just so cloudy because I'm like, how am I gonna pull it off? You know what I'm saying? And like, and it goes into like when you start thinking about that stuff, like doubt. Like, man, can I really do it? Imposter syndrome. Like, bro, am I like me? You know what I'm saying? But it's just like I'm adopting that mindset that you saying. Just like, bro, put it out. If it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. But at least you fulfill what you know what I'm saying, how you felt about the situation or how you felt about the project or whatever it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You getting that off your chest. So that's going to make you feel good. Yeah. And so I'm adopting that. So, and back to what you were saying too, like it might hit, it might not. Like that's just the game, but you can't limit yourself. You got to keep doing your thing. Yeah. Keep doing your thing.
I agree, bro. I agree. I think, especially at the age we at now, bro, I feel like a lot of us starting to get to that point where we think it's too late. We starting to think like, oh, like I'm pushing 30, like I need to get real, or I need to get a real job, or you know what I'm saying, whatever it is. But it's never really too late, bro. That's like bro. You always got time. There's always more time. A lot of people, just to take it to a money aspect, a lot of millionaires don't really become millionaires until they like 40, 50, 60. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we had this idea, especially because of social media, when we see these people who are like seemingly in a place that we want to be, who might not even really be there, but it seems like it. Right. It's to us, it's like, okay, well, if I don't have this down by the time I'm blah 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 30, 40, whatever, then I need to give up and I need to go get a real job. Facts. Like I'm in a point now where I got a real job now. Right, like and this is my first time having a real job since like I don't know. I ain't never had no real job before. Yeah. So now it's like I find myself at times becoming complacent. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in sales, bro. Like I make all right money, but it's to the point where before I was trying to grind, get something off the ground because like I needed the money. Right. So now it's like, where's that drive when you getting what you know what I'm saying? Right. Like you always gotta want more. That's a fact. So it's just like, now that we to the age we are, I'm kind of like, I can't let me having a quote unquote real job stop me from like exceeding my expectations and exceeding what I'm able to do.
Exactly. And like, bro, for me, I am 30. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, and honestly,
like you finna be 30, right?
No, I am.
You just turned 30 in December, right?
Yeah, December. Like I
thought
30.
you turned 29. No, bro. You unk now for real.
3-0, bro. 3-0. But now that was something that I dealt with too, though. Like like going from 29 to 30, just like, cause I knew this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, bro, I'm about to be 30. Like, bro, you can't be doing this when you're 30. You know what I'm saying? Like in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. But it's like at the same time, like I work a 9 to 5 too. You know what I'm saying? And like I make straight money. But it's just like when I go to work though, I know I'm not fulfilled. Yeah. And so that for me personally, like that's what keep the hunger alive. Yeah. Cause it's so funny, bro. I look at like dudes that be 65 or older dudes or older people in general that may be like still trying to rap and stuff like that, and it's like it's cringy, right?
But
like,
they doing their dream.
Exactly,
they trying
exactly, and like that's the tough part because it's cringy. It's like, bro, give it up. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, but this they dream though. Like this what they've been wanting. So it's like, how can you tell somebody not to do what they want? Like that's tough. So it's just like I feel like you can't put an age on certain stuff, bro, because. Too, the crazy thing is, bro, 65, but his record might pop. Yeah. That might be his time. Yeah. That might be his time, and you never know when your time is. Yeah. So it's just like, and I guess this is a message, but it's just like if you got a dream, bro, you gotta stick to it for real. Yeah. Like because you the only one that's gonna believe in it. Yeah. And it's just like, if you don't believe in it,
ain't nobody else gonna believe in it.
Nobody's gonna believe in it, bro. Nobody's gonna take you serious. So it's just like, if you got something that you want to do, like we say, put it out. Yeah. Like, put it out, bro. Like, no matter what it is, because too, even if it's bad, that's a learning experience, bro. Even if it's good, it's a learning experience. But definitely if it's bad, it's a learning experience, because now you're like, okay, well, maybe this is why they ain't like it, or maybe I'm looking at this picture and I could have done it, I could have edited it this way, I could, like whatever it is, but it's just like you got to put it out there.
Yeah.
And I learned like everything really starts coming together, bro, when you start being in motion. Once you in motion, bro, and like doing something, everything always fall into place. It's just about doing.
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
But I definitely feel that, bro. Once you in motion, things get easier.
For sure.
But I feel like, for a lot of people, when you get in motion, it seems like, okay, now I can like lay back and do a little less. And that's where people get messed up at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, I never understood that. To be honest, because it's like, and I think me and Tones were talking about this like a couple weeks ago when we was doing the photo shoot, but it's just like, when you get to a certain point, like it's always more.
Yeah.
It's always more. Like, you can be a millionaire, but you want to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
When you're a billionaire, you want to be a trillionaire. So I think it's like all of that stuff is a mindset, bro.
Yeah.
It's like a mindset, because it's like, now granted, I guess it could be like how you get it and how you do it. Now that's a different topic.
Yeah.
But just as far as it being more to life, I mean, it is like it. Because I mean, we talk about the money, but money it's a tool. You know what I'm saying? It puts you in places to where you probably wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? It does things for you. So it's just like, and not saying it's all about the money, but I'm just saying it's just like it's more. It's always more to get in any aspect of life. It's always more. So I never understood that thought process, but I mean, that's. I don't know.
It's each his own.
Yeah, it's each his own for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you get to a certain point, you can always go higher. I don't think there's no limit on what you can do.
I feel that. So right now, what's the goal for you? Like, what's your plans, or not what's your plans, but what's your goal short term?
Yeah, so I mean, short term is pretty simple. Just basically all these ideas that I got, that I've accumulated over the last couple of years, just putting them out.
Mm-hmm. But is it to get like a certain amount of money, a certain amount of
I guess
followers? Like, what's the point that when that happens, you're like, phase 1 is complete?
To be honest with you, it's not about either one of those. It's more so about me just putting my creativity out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I have a lot to offer. You know what I'm saying? And like for a long time, I guess it's a vulnerable moment, but like it's just that confidence just lack. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you got it, but it's just like, do you know you got it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like over the last year and a half, you know what I'm saying, or so, like I've been getting into that mode, like I can, not in a cocky way, of course, but just like I can do it. You know what I'm saying?
You got it.
And I know what's inside of me. You know what I'm saying? Because too, it's just one of those things like, it's a feeling that I've been feeling for a while, so I know it's something. You know what I'm saying? I know it's just not nothing. So it's just like now it's just about putting it out. You know what I'm saying? And putting my creativity out there and putting my name out there and just like letting people know like, oh no, this is prosperity. This is this. You know what I'm saying? And this is who Cody is, and this is what it stands for. Yeah. Things like that. So that's the short term, I guess you could say. I just want to get my name out there.
Yeah.
I do want to follow. I do want people influence. And I do want people to understand the message too of like what it is. It's just not a clothing brand. You know what I'm saying? It actually means something.
Yeah.
So that's a short term, but long term, it's really the same thing, bro. Yeah. It's really the same thing. Like, because like I said, I know I can do more. You know what I'm saying? So once I conquer, I guess this level 1 would be the clothes, I guess, essentially.
Yeah.
And then level 2, like short films, you know what I'm saying? Directing, doing things like that, but still keeping, the clothes and things like that. And it's all just about stacking days, elevating, like put more stuff on top of others, just making sure that we elevating, we not keeping prosperity here. It's not just a clothing brand. It's not just people understand what it is, It's not just clothes, it's more than that. And it's a lifestyle too.
Yeah.
And I think this year too, I told myself, because to be honest, anybody know me, they know I don't post. Like, I don't really be on the social media.
But you got to if
but I have to.
Be in.
And
you're the brand.
Yeah, for sure. And I think this year I'm definitely gonna be posting more of a lifestyle, you know, like what I do, like how I move, you know, but not too much because, you know, I still want that space in between it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you do have to sell the life and not sell it because I'm not selling anything because it's really who I am. But you have to, you know, show people, you know, and I feel like that creates the connectivity with the brand as well.
It does.
So yeah, for sure. Definitely gonna start posting a little bit more. It's a little uncomfortable for me, but you know,
it get comfortable. You get comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. So, be on the lookout for more stuff like that. But
okay, I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that.
That'll be interesting for sure.
Yeah. I feel you, bro.
Yeah,
well, look, I had got this painting stuff because I know you just creative as hell and stuff. But we were supposed to be painting, but we had just kind of got into it, and it was like, you know,
into the convo.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I do want to show you this.
Oh, yeah.
I know I had ran it across you, but I just wanted to show you this shirt right here.
Yeah, that's
this
hard.
Design and whatnot. I want hold it up for me in your camera because my light bright over here.
Okay.
But you know, that's just something. It's real simple. It's real simple.
No, it's real simple, but it's effective though.
Yeah.
Like, and this is type, and so this is hard, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to say.
I'm glad you like it, bro.
No, I do. And like I said, like I was telling you earlier, we gonna put it on a different shirt, of course.
Yeah.
But nah, the message for sure is that, and this is what it's all about. Like this is the message that I'm trying to promote too. So it's like it just goes hand in hand for sure. So now we definitely gonna do something with that.
Well, thank you.
No, for sure.
I'm glad you like it
for sure.
And look, I appreciate you for coming out, bro. It was good to catch up with you. Like I said. You know, we done went from here to here, you know, and it's only here more to go. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We got a whole lot more to go. But
that's a fact.
For where we at, this is a good point.
No,
you know
for sure.
Overall, I'm glad to just see that, you know, we still alive and kicking. But also just to see that, especially from if I pull back up that first episode of the session to now, man.
Bro,
like
how
so much has changed.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Because I'm when you said that, bro, I started thinking about that video, and I was like, dang, I really wasn't like this, you know, like I wasn't as vocal or like just talking. Like bro. I was very chill, you know. So, and I mean, I'm still chill, but it's crazy though to see the change.
Yeah.
But I do want to add too, bro. I want to give you your flowers too, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. One thing that I admire about you is like. And me and Tom was talking about this too. Like when you got an idea, bro, you gonna make sure that idea get put out, bro.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I appreciate about it, cause it's like no matter what, I'ma make sure my idea is known. You know what I'm saying? But you never do it in like a boastful way. It's just like, nah, this is my idea, bro, and I wanted to put this out, and you genuine about everything that you do too, bro. So I wanted to give you flowers for that, bro, and to see, bro, you still pushing, you still, you know, doing your thing too, bro. So that's a blessing.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I appreciate it.
Nah, that's real.
On the real, just for me, and not to go on and on about it, but like for me, like I done just all my life, I done been just like. Always trying to prove a point to other people. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was always trying to do something to get somebody else's good job.
For sure.
So for me, it's like now, you know, and it wasn't nothing recent. Like, you know, back when I got in MAG, it was kind of just like, you know what, like it's time for me to just start doing stuff because like I want to do it.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like I don't know, Tone, if you remember the Thriller video.
Oh, bro, that's so funny, bro, because that's what we was talking about. That's what we was talking about.
And Rod and it was like, we're going to cut it. We're not going to make it. I told Rod, I said, hey.
I told him the exact story.
Bro, that's so funny, bro. That's the exact thing we was talking about, bro.
Rod, they was going to cut it. I said, Rod, regardless of if y'all cut it or not, I'm going to make this video anyway.
I remember that. But no, that's the beautiful part of it, bro, because it's like, you seen it one way, bro, and you was like, nah, no matter what, you can do what you want to do, but I'm still gonna have this too, bro. And so like that's the beautiful part of it, bro. And that's why I respect you so much, bro. Cause it's like, and too, bro, you always been yourself, bro. Like
appreciate it, bro.
Always, bro.
I can't meet nobody else.
No, and that's a fact, bro. Cause I'm just thinking about even when I used to come to the crib, you know what I'm saying? You and Book and Jordan and Malik and all y'all. And like, bro, you used to always have the glasses on. You used to always have the glasses on. But like you was so cool, like you was always you, bro. And like anytime anybody says something to you about the classes, bro, you ain't give a like. You was like, bro, I'm me, bro. And like that's one of the reasons why, bro, like I always like gravitated towards you. Cause I'm like, damn, bro, bro, really just move how you want to move, and like, you know, he don't care. Like he him at all time, and bro, and like that's something I admire about you, bro. Cause like you say, like trying to get the validation from like other people, like that's how it was. And then so like me seeing you, like just being you, I'm like, bro, I can just be me. Like I don't necessarily have to want this validation. I need this validation from somebody else. Like if I'm validating myself and I'm being myself, bro, like I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
true.
That's I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's something that I took from you, bro. So I just wanted to let you know that, bro. That's real spill.
Bro, I appreciate it, bro.
That's real spill, bro.
Nah, I'm glad I can inspire, bro. If I can do anything to help anywhere.
For sure. And that's the thing, bro, too. I don't mean to keep talking,
no,
but that's the thing, like you never know how you inspire or who you inspire. Yeah. So it's just like I said, just for you being you, bro, you inspire somebody, bro, and you ain't even know it. Yeah. You ain't even know it. So that's the beautiful part.
Ain't even know it.
You ain't even know it. But that's the beautiful part of it.
But nah, I appreciate that, bro. And on the real, I mean, I know you already knew this, but I mean, the way that you dress, I mean, you already knew that though, because I used to ask you about what to wear, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Yeah. I still remember the time you came over with the first time what was it? We was going to it was like an AKA probate or something, AKA party. And you came in there with a pink shirt, like the pink suede looking shirt, and some like green jeans, and then like your shoes. Okay. Like this, you know what I'm talking about? Them greens, like some conies or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that.
I was like to this day, bro. Like I think about that fit, and like I be putting fits together based off of like them. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that. Like, but see, that's the thing though too about clothes. Like it's just another form of creativity for me. So it's just like, bro, when I wake up, like. What I see and like
and you used to have it too, bro. Like the shoes, like the clothes.
Yeah, and you had it. But it's just being part of the culture too. Just like bro, when we was high school, middle school, like bro, cause sneaker culture is not like how it is now, bro. And this is kind of a different topic, but just like that's the stuff that influenced me. You know what I'm saying? Influenced my creativity. Like looking at Kanye, looking at Nigo, looking at like looking at all these people that's like. Got that shit on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just like, hey, like that's smart. And like they are these people that's like creative, you know what I'm saying? They musicians, they this, they that, and it's just like, nah, this is what I like. Like this is what I want to be a part of. So it really just started from there, bro. And then just like I say, bro, when I wake up and I see a fit, I'm like, okay. That jacket can go with this hat, and the hat may be yellow. You know what I'm saying? But it go. It don't
match, but it go.
You know what I'm saying? I see something in the jacket, and it might have like a hint of yellow or like a hint of whatever. But I'm like, nah, this can go with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't know. It's just something that I literally just, I don't know. It's in you. It's just in you. Like it really is. It really is, bro. And I feel like when you can really dress, bro, like it don't matter because. What's so crazy is I never was the type of person, and still to this day, to have like designers and like all that crazy stuff. Even though some of it is nice, I'll admit, but
you one of them people you can take to Walmart and you gonna walk out with something nice.
And I have plenty of times, plenty of times, and Goodwill or whatever else. Like, and it don't even really matter where I'm at. To be honest with you, like if I could see a shirt in Big Lots, and I'm like, man, that shit hard. You know,
I can pull that off.
Yeah, like for real, like you know. So it's really just about it do come down to a you thing for sure. It do come down to a you thing, but. Yeah, when it's in you for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
You are just one of those people that is in.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate
bro, you already knew that. You already knew that.
No.
So check me out, bro. What's some advice you want to leave the people with? What's something that you want to close with and let them something that they remember you by, and that can also help somebody that's in the same position as you, whether it be entrepreneurially or physically, spiritually. What's something that you can, some advice you can give?
First thing I'll say, get right with God. Get right with God. Get in that Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the first thing, and then just stay true to you. You know what I'm saying? Like stay true to you. I think what helped me, I went back home, and I kind of got grounded a little bit, like back into my roots, and like being around like genuine love. You know what I'm saying? So just like keep that family close. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's not family, whoever is your, you know, comfortability, your loved ones, whatever. Like keep them close, cause when you chasing something, it's easy to, I don't want to say go crazy, but you know, just kind of like get off the path a little bit. But when you have those people around you that genuinely believe in you and genuinely love you,
they keep you grounded.
It keep you grounded, bro. Right. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So definitely keep God first, keep your family around you, and stay true to you. Stay true to you, bro. Like, can't nobody do you better than you at the end of the day, bro. So just keep doing you. Your plan gonna work out.
That's good advice, man. That's good advice.
For sure.
Well, look, I again, bro, I appreciate you for coming and just, you know what I'm saying, kicking it with us.
For sure, bro.
You know what I'm saying? We look forward to seeing a lot with the prosperity, Brian.
For sure.
With, you know, everything you got going on. We holding you to making them videos. To
Please do.
Start making them short videos again. And
Please
to get back into photography.
Please
and
do.
anything else, bro, that you want to get into, man.
For sure.
Just get into it.
For sure. That's
you look like you paint. Like you look like you can paint.
I wish.
That's why I went and got the paint, because I was like, you look like you can paint.
I wish, you know, I dibble and dab when I was in like middle school, but that wasn't really my thing though.
Yeah, I feel you.
That wasn't really my thing, but I wish though.
Yeah.
I wish.
Well, y'all keep looking out. Cody J got plenty to come in store. We appreciate you for coming out again.
For sure, bro.
Keep inspiring, keep encouraging.
For sure.
And y'all out there, y'all remember to think green. We'll see you next time.
For sure.